to the MEng. Okay, I think I'm off the stage now. I get to introduce Phil Kaminsky, a colleague in the IR department, and now also, what are you, the Associate Dean. So, thanks.
Thanks, Lee. And I'd like to add my welcome on behalf of the Dean's Office and the college. We're really thrilled to have all of you here. I'd like to say a little bit about the campus and about the college. Because, you know, one thing, if you've talked to faculty, if you've talked to students, Berkeley's a really special place. And we're really thrilled that you're considering coming to graduate school here. Here we have, you know, the usual list of Nobel Prizes and rankings and all the honors you can read. But, you know, more than that, hopefully, unfortunately, you were here in literally the one bad weather day that we have all year. So you can't really walk around the way I told Beth I would stand in one place, but obviously I'm struggling with that. So you can't really walk around, but there's a sense at this place that's really special. There's a sense of community. There's a sense of excellence, of innovation, of leadership. Everybody really wants to change the world here. You know, people love this place, and the reason is it's really special. So hopefully, I know you're only here, many of you are only here for the first time and only here for a short time, but hopefully you can talk to enough people, you can really get a sense of what this campus is about. This is like I said, this is a really incredible place to spend a year. And the College of Engineering is also an incredible place to spend a year. All of the departments are very highly ranked. The faculty are incredibly committed to our mission of creating technology, but also of developing leaders that serve society. This is what we're all about, and which is why we're so proud of this MEng program. And you know, the program was started, 6 years ago now? About 6 years ago, we got this program going. And the reason we got it going is because for years, some of our famous alums, probably you recognize those names up there, were talking to us about this is exactly what we needed. We need in this world leaders, corporate leaders that both have a strong technology background and have the skills to lead teams, to innovate. Hopefully, after the course of the day, you'll get a sense of that's what we do here, right? This is what we're trying to do. This is the program that Lee and Wayne and Beth and the whole team has put together is really, I think, unique in the world. There are lots of programs where you can take some technical courses. Maybe you take like a one mini MBA course. But, you know, this program really, I think, does something beyond that. It integrates the leadership and the technology in a way that really prepares people to be leaders in the world that I don't think other programs do, in my biased view. And I'm happy, you know, grab me, I'll be around all day. I'm happy to explain to you in more detail why I think that. But now my main purpose here is to say a few things about Coleman Fung, because Coleman is really the reason that this program is here. Coleman is a loyal Berkeley grad, in fact, an IUR grad from a couple years ago, give or take. Coleman founded a very successful company that built a trading platform, and for a very sort of can-do Berkeley reason. He noticed as a trader that current technology wasn't supporting his needs, and so he did something about it, right? Hopefully, this is what we're trying to convey in this program. He did something about it. He created a company, an open technology platform company that really changed this field. This company was very successful, and now Coleman devotes much of his time to philanthropic pursuits, many of them here at Berkeley, we're very proud to say. And at the same time, he's involved with a startup, Blue Goji, that combines, I'm sure Coleman will say something about this, so let me not steal your thunder. It's a very exciting company that combines technology and gaming and has been the partner for MEng capstones in the past. So, you know, as I mentioned, all these people, I suppose I should put my Coleman slide up. All the people that we had on the previous slide have been talking. We've been talking for years about getting a program like this going, but Coleman was the one who actually said, enough talk. Let's actually make this thing happen. He looked around. He saw that the world needed smart engineers in leadership positions. He saw that for that to happen, we needed engineers that were trained in the kinds of skills that would enable them to interact with other folks in business, how to read a balance sheet, how to run high-performance teams. And through his generosity and guidance, we launched the Fung Institute that Lee directs, and we welcomed the first class of MEng students in the fall of 2011, and the program continues through today. Now, the thing about Coleman is he not only gave us a push to get the program started, but he really cares deeply about the program, about the students. You can see he's here today. He flew in, well, I guess not through the storm, but just before the storm. He cares very deeply about the program and about the students of the program. He's the driving force behind the program. It never would have happened without him, and its success is in large degree can be attributed to him. So please join me in welcoming Coleman Fung.
Good morning. Well, actually, about your storm comment, we specifically ordered a storm for you guys because we really want you to make a rational decision, not distorted, colored by the beautiful Northern California weather. So, how many of you are actually from California? Cool. Out of state? International? Oh, wow, we have a big team. Well, welcome. Welcome to Berkeley. Well, again, it's very exciting. Ever since the beginning of the program, we have a very diverse international student body, and that trends continue today. Now, as Lee and Phil mentioned, you're going to learn a lot more specific about the program. So what I'd like to do is actually share with you behind the scenes philosophically why we are doing this. So the Capstone project. Wayne is the expert. He's doing a tremendous job building that program out. But I'd like to share with you my view behind the scene, why that is so critical. Now, I'm actually a product of another school across the bay in the MS program that just have classes. Now, for some of you who actually know me for a while, I've been a very strong advocate against what I call traditional lecture-based model. In fact, the model hasn't changed for hundreds of years. And now, there's nothing wrong with it. It makes it easy for faculty members like Lee and Phil and Wayne to get their job done easier, and especially giving you a test that can really measure your understanding of these key concepts. But here's the problem. Life is not so structured. Life is not organized by modules or components of topics that measure your understanding. Life is interactive. It's unpredictable. It requires you to think outside the box. And for engineers, we are all engineers. We are taught to go through such a vigorous, step-by-step, crossing every T, dotting every I. But sometimes we'll create what I call a tunnel vision. And that's why the program is so important. Because I am not trying to throw the lecture model out. We need that. But we need to enhance that model. We need to make that model much more effective by getting you involved. You need to invest in your own education. You need to you need to have skin in the game. So what is the best way to do it? The Capstone project. Because it's not just a scale-up big project that you have seen in your undergraduate study, but it's truly a model, a diverse model that some Capstone project will really be run like a startup. You better be on your A game. You better be motivated. You better be organized. And some of the program will be organized along the line of company R&D division so that multiple teams will be competing for the funding, for the approval. So we're going to give you the whole range of projects so that you can pick and choose. Now, some of you, as Phil said, if you haven't been very active or verbal with your undergraduate study, this is the opportunity. So to be a very successful engineer, entrepreneur, or whatever you do in your future, you have to make learning a lifetime exercise. It's not just learning from classes. It's learning about in every situation. It's really lifelong learning. So even though we are swapping out 1/3 of your master program with this outside the box lecture, top of the T, as well as Capstone, but that is far more valuable than just taking another set of classes, because you will be learning in whatever subject domain you're interested in throughout your life. But the opportunity for you to really push yourself to speak up in class and to organize a team and make the team effective, how to manage big egos. Look, you guys are all from the top programs on top of your classes. How do you deal with people we all think we are the top dogs? And how do you motivate, inspire, and get people to share the goal and get things done? It's not easy. And if you were to ask me what is my secret of building a company like OpenLink, in fact, when I first started as my first job, yes, I have to confess, I went to the dark side after graduation and get myself involved in trading and risk management business in Wall Street. But I learned from that and realized that there's a better way of doing things. And in fact, OpenLink actually became the #1 trading platform in the energy space. I knew nothing about the energy space. But I saw the opportunity as the energy markets were going through deregulation. So even though I have no knowledge on the energy space, I was able to grab that opportunity. I was able to convince JP Morgan back then to enter into a joint development agreement where we keep the IP and they have a license of the software. And that's how we were able to become the de facto energy platform. But that kind of opportunity spotting, that risk-taking attitude, you need to be comfortable. You need to actually make a difference in meetings and don't feel like you have to show that sense of confidence as well. So for us to actually make a big difference in the energy space, I had to go down to Houston and try to sell my platform to the cowboys. And so imagine they don't like people from New York, and they definitely like people with an Asian American background from New York telling them what to do. But we did it. We convinced them, and the rest is history. So I want you guys to take advantage of this opportunity. I know you have a lot of options, but the difference here is if you are truly interested in investing in yourself, not just in an engineering education, but you want to invest proactively, how you want to shape your own program here through the Capstone, through the top of the T class discussion, this is the best place. Now, you can take some of that, let's say if you were to apply to an MBA program, but that you end up becoming just a business guy. But this is really a program for you to excel and stay in the engineering future, which is also very critical because you will be the driver of the future of work, which is also a very critical topic, very dear to me. It's way beyond the time I have. But remember this, just to leave you with a couple of ideas. Just a couple of weeks ago, the big fund management firm, Blackstone, announced they are letting go 37 high-end trader, replaced it by basically algorithmic funds. So the future of job will be changing rapidly by automation, robotics, where we are actually very good at here. All the machine learning, artificial intelligence. So we are literally changing the future of work as we speak. So it's not about bringing coal mining job back to the US. It's even high-end job, white-collar jobs will be disappearing. And you will be proactively involved in some of those changes. So I'd like you guys to think about some of these issues. We don't have the magic bullet to solve the problems, but in order to become more effective leaders, engineers, whatever, you need to be more mindful, have more multidimensional analysis and thinking in your design, in your product. It's beyond just safety from a robotic standpoint, is how it's going to really change some of these elements of work. So good luck making your next big decision. Have fun.